you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.
Hello, welcome to Relax the Podcast. I'm Erik Stocklin.
I'm Colleen May Ballinger.
And we are the Scissor Sisters.
Heyo.
Hello, everyone. So, hi.
How's it going, love?
Man, I haven't even seen you today.
I know.
Busy
Happy
day.
Today when we're recording this is St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
It is, correct. I have fun things to talk about with you today.
Oh, same.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So many fun things. So much to get to. Exciting episode.
I know. Very exciting.
177
177 what?
episodes. We're celebrating that.
Yeah, we're celebrating the iconic number 177.
My lucky number.
So, do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
You seem very excited right
no,
now.
I'm
so
just,
I'll,
it's not that I'm excited.
I
I'm
can let
just
you go.
like, not alive feeling
You're
today.
beaming.
Beaming?
Glowing.
Well, then it worked. What I'm about to talk about worked.
Okay.
So
Now I'm
I
curious.
have, I don't know if you know this about me, but I have mental illness.
Oh,
And it's something.
I thought you were going to say UTI.
Yeah, that too. But anyway, no, I have, mental illness.
Right.
And
Well documented
yeah.
for
and
years.
I, would like to not cry every day. And I
That's
would
a
like
good
to be
goal.
better in just general and just like a more positive, happy person and not be like plagued by the thoughts in my mind.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm constantly trying to do work, whether that be in therapy or zapping my brain with things or listening to talks on, how to be better, whatever. So anyway, I was talking to you recently about how I was trying to get more in the mindset of like, the death of the ego and just trying to just be in the moment and,
Buddhist
whatever.
practices.
No, I'm not going to, whatever. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm kind of going for. So this morning I was like, okay, if I do the same exact things every single day, it's the same exact life. I can't expect change, if you just do the same thing. So I was like, all right. So I looked up like what to do. And it was like a bunch of different things to say to start off your day with like,
Smiling.
Smiling is one, or
I
like a
heard that.
motivational, like self-talk, or like smiling at yourself in the mirror.
Mhm.
There's all these different techniques you can do.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
So I was going to look up like a mantra or something I could say out loud to myself, but I didn't have time. So I was like, I don't know, I'll look in the mirror. And so I look in the mirror and my first thought's like super negative. It's like, oh, ugly loser, like whatever. And I was like, no, I have to not do that. I have to be positive and talk positive to myself. So at first I'm just trying to just like look at myself and just be like, think positive thoughts, and it's not going well. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to say something nice to myself.
About yourself?
Yeah, like to myself. I was going to talk to myself. Now I've changed my shirt because I got makeup on it, but I was wearing for St. Patrick's Day, I was wearing a shirt that it was like a Lucky Charm shirt.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like a little leprechaun and it says Lucky Charm really big on the thing. So I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I go, okay, I have to say something nice about myself. Okay, what can I say? What can I say to myself that's nice? And I go out loud, I go, you are a lucky charm. I said it dead serious. Like I was not being goofy. I was not being silly. I thought that was just like, oh yeah, lucky charm's a nice thing. I'll tell myself I'm a lucky charm. And
Did you burst into tears? This is a sad story.
I laughed so hard and then flipped myself off.
Yeah.
Like I was like, who am I kidding? This
We've
is not
talked
me.
about that.
I am not this person that does this kind of shit. It doesn't work for me. That particular, I'm not saying positive thoughts doesn't work. That does work. But like that, staring at myself in the mirror and talking to myself, I talk to myself all day long. But looking at myself in the mirror and saying something kind to me, making eye contact with me, not a good thing.
We've talked before, I don't know, on the podcast, we've talked before about how both of us separately, individually, will often give ourselves the finger in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I've been doing lately too?
You can walk by mirrors like that.
Yeah.
Thumb in or thumb out?
We had this discussion the other night. Erik asked me the other night if when I flip things off, thumb in or thumb out. And I said thumb in, and I lied because I did it a bunch because I'm always doing it, anything and all the things. And I lied to you because when you asked, I had to think about it, and I was like looking at my hand doing it, and I was like, well, thumb in. But then every time I've done it, just like naturally walking around, like thumb out
Thumb
always.
out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But
Good to know.
something else, speaking of that, like randomly an impulsive, like weird thing you do, just being alive, like flipping yourself off in the mirror.
Yeah.
Something I've noticed I do lately, that is strange is I burp a lot. And my mom growing up, whenever she would burp, she would always say a word, and it was usually bra or belch. Like she would say as she was burping.
Oh, is that where
like,
you get that from?
Belch, bra. Yeah. Like, and so
you don't say those words, but you often
say a word.
Yeah, you say like a word, or you have crazy burps. So like a sentence.
Lately, I've been doing when I'm alone. My natural go-to for like the past few weeks is the F word while I'm burping every time.
Could you do it for us now? Usually you're always drinking like a fizzy beverage. I feel like this is why.
I don't think I could just do, I mean, I probably could force one out, but I'm not going to do that. Anyway, that's been my new, anyway, I don't know why I'm saying any of this. I thought you would laugh at me about the Lucky Charm thing. And instead you just pitied me.
Oh, well, I didn't know the point of the story. I didn't get the point of the story. Because the point, I was like, is it funny to her because she like didn't realize she was wearing the shirt? Or because you sincerely thought, well, that'll be a nice thing to say about myself. Yeah, and then when
I said it out loud, I was like, what an insane thing to say.
I think it
was so
it's really
lame.
I like that story. Yeah. I mean, I wish you could have been kind to yourself. I could looking at you now, I could say lots of nice things about you.
Sure. I thought we'd make fun of me together. Yeah. But I guess that's
yeah, I think when you started telling the story, I was like, oh, this is going to be hard for her. Like I didn't think it would be an easy thing for you to do to be kind to yourself, unfortunately. Yeah,
it's not an easy thing to do, but it was a funny thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I thought. Maybe it was just funny to me. I laughed.
It was funny.
At myself.
And for the rest of my life, I'll look at Lucky Charms differently. I'll think of them differently.
What needs to relax for you, love?
I liked your story.
Thank you.
And I think you are a Lucky Charm.
Thank you.
Sincerely.
What needs to relax for you, love?
Queen. You're a lucky. How did you say it? Can you give me the delivery?
I did. I fully performed it.
Okay.
What needs to relax for you?
Moderate to severe plaque psoriasis.
Always, man. It's always.
I looked it up. This doesn't seem fun to have.
No.
But like, is it like, does everyone?
Is this
let me know
that
if you're listening. Do you have
commercials?
moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, or are the drug companies that make the treatments for this condition vastly overestimating how many people watching TV have it?
But it's only like actual TV, because like I don't see ads for it anywhere else except for like actual mainstream commercials.
Yeah, well now stream this is another thing where like we all canceled cable and like or still have to sign up for all these streaming services because and one of the great parts is you're paying this monthly thing and they didn't have commercials. Now almost all streaming things have commercials.
Yeah. Even when you pay for them.
Like if you watch something on Paramount Plus, like there's literal commercials. You watch things on Amazon Prime, there's commercials now. If you watch, like maybe Netflix is the only one, but they're constantly showing commercials for their own stuff. So I don't know. I just like they're somewhere there's a drug company. They make this treatment for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. And they're like, okay, we have like $100 million ad budget. Let's spend all of it like on, I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've never met someone who said they have that, but I hear about it a lot in commercials.
Yes,
when you're watching TV.
I'm really sorry if like you're suffering for that and it's like a real issue, but like it's
well, at least we know there's help for them somewhere.
Yeah, like when we would watch like Big Brother or something, like TV show, and there'd be commercials. I feel like it's every other one.
Yeah.
But that's just like my entree of a who needs to relax.
Let's see
like
what else.
The bigger one. This is gonna be sorry.
Oh my gosh, is that a Ring camera and thingy?
It's a notification. Yeah.
One of our many different kinds of cameras we have everywhere. But love, I was wondering if you had seen a Ring camera notification today.
I didn't. No, there's people at our house today, so I haven't been like.
Because I had a very humbling moment today.
Did you trip and fall?
Well, one of our Ring cameras, one of the Ring cameras wasn't working for a minute. We had like a week off of it working, and Erik just fixed it. And I'd ordered food today.
Oh, okay.
And I went out to grab my food, and I said something so weird. I don't even know what, because I'm always talking to myself. But then I realized that you'd fix the Ring cameras. And so I said something, and then I go, oh no, the Ring cameras work or something like that.
Okay, I found it. It didn't start recording you until I don't know why it does this, but like it picks up movement and then it'll start recording. But so it missed whatever the incident does. But I hear you embarrassed. I hear you say,
"Oh no, the Ring cameras work now."
Okay.
And I can see you dejected, walking away, embarrassed. But tell me what happened.
I'm remembering now. So I ordered food and I didn't realize I had ordered a Coke. And so when I saw the food, I go, "Ooh, a Coke, lucky me," or something like that. Like it was like really embarrassing. And then I noticed the camera, and I remembered that the camera is like you fixed them, and I was like, "No!" Like I was like, "Oh no, he's gonna make fun of me for that." So I thought for sure you were gonna sit down today and like make fun of me for that.
I think there's like a level of sensitivity too that I could adjust. I don't know. Anyways, that's really great, love.
What else needs to relax for you, love?
Okay, like I said, this is go with me here.
I'm going.
Because I literally wrote this down in my notes and then I wrote, hope this makes sense to you later. Where this starts is that everything from Trader Joe's tastes the same and all of it makes me feel unwell. This is my hot take.
That is a hot take.
I know people live and love and laugh Trader Joe's.
Okay.
I cannot stand it. I don't think it's food, and it all tastes the same and it all makes me sick. And I don't mean like the peanut butter crackers or like I know you like those dark chocolate peanut butter cups. I mean all of their produce, all of their meats, all of their frozen stuff. It's all kind of the same thing and it all makes me sick.
It's interesting you say that, being that you shop almost exclusively at Trader Joe's. Like I feel like you are always shopping at Trader Joe's.
I don't. Well, I get so bored with food and I'm trying to eat healthier and there's not a lot of, I don't know. So I'm just trying to find different options, and like in our area, grocery stores are very specific, like to whatever like demographic or clientele they're trying to serve. And in the same vein, so is Trader Joe's. I've gone there twice recently, and both times I feel like I got sick from eating what I got from there.
I feel like every time you get meat from there, it's been like, I'd say at least a year ago, you cooked some meat from there and it was not great. And we were like, Trader Joe's meat maybe is not the way to go.
Yeah.
And then since then, every time you've made meat from Trader Joe's, I won't partake in the meat portion of the meal, but you still always do. And you always are like, man, I feel sick.
Well, I don't know.
Talk about it
because I'll be hungry and I don't know what else to do. And then I was thinking about that, and like, I don't know if people feel the same way. Maybe they do. I like to say these things sometimes because like, so that someone in like listening will be like, yeah, me too. And then I wrote down, TikTok is to real life what Trader Joe's is to groceries. It's not real sustenance and will always make you sick with a promise of a frozen entree approach to life. This is something I wrote into my phone.
Gandhi over here coming up with quotes.
4 a.m.
Repeat the question, sir. Say it again, because that was very intense.
TikTok is to real life what Trader Joe's is to groceries. It's not real sustenance and will always make you sick in the end with the promise of a frozen entree approach to life.
How is TikTok a frozen entree?
Makes sense.
Well, the first part you had me, but frozen entree approach to life.
Yeah, meaning like instead of like going and living life, you know what I mean? Hunting and gathering the ingredients and preparing them, just getting a frozen entree. You know what I mean? Just like the two thing of the chicken piccata at Trader Joe's that will make you sick if you eat it, you know, and it just says just heat and serve, you know what I mean? And it's got like the mashed potatoes in there, you know, with the 2 frozen pieces of chicken and the sauce or whatever. And you just kind of heat it, stir it, heat it some more and eat it, and it will make you sick. It's kind of like what social media, TikTok is to living life. I feel.
I like that, love.
I like to get deep on this podcast.
I think you have IBS.
Well, yeah, it's not what this is about. Is that what this is about? And then it says, I have IBS. IBS needs to relax. Yeah, I was very sentimental, like wake up, be like, I got to write that down.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's great, love. Put it on a bumper sticker. Put it on a shirt.
I don't think it'll fit. That'd be a long shirt.
Can I tell you something? Speaking of sentimental sweet, or I don't know that yours was sweet, but
It's right.
it is right. Flynn said something very sweet to me yesterday. Yesterday was one of a very magical day with our wonderful son, Flynn. Erik got to spend pretty much the whole day just like you two broing it out, having a blast. And you told me some incredible stories last night about him.
Just flipping over rocks and logs all day looking for lizards and frogs.
And you told me some of the most incredible, magical moments. But I didn't get to tell you last night. I forgot to tell you, but when I was giving the kids a bath, Flynn looked at me and just smiled the sweetest smile. And I wrote it down immediately because it was so sweet. He said, Mommy, you make such cool stuff. And I thought I was like gonna cry because I was like, oh my God, I work so hard on all the crafts I make for him. Yeah. And like the holidays and like I'm constantly making anything and everything I can for our kids, you know? And so it meant a lot to me because I put so much work into that. But then he followed it up with, he goes, Mommy, you make such cool stuff. Like you even made me and the twins. So you make really cool stuff.
Aww.
Isn't that the sweetest thing in the world?
You should do that thing where people like sew paintings and they're like sayings. What's that?
Sew paintings?
Yeah, where it's like a framed thing, but it's like stitched.
Cross stitch?
Cross stitch.
Mm-hmm. But when do you paint it?
Your grandmother used to do that?
Yeah, she's always cross stitch. But when do you paint it? What part is that?
I don't know. Because you hang it on the wall. I just said painting because I didn't know the word cross stitch.
Okay.
You should cross stitch that and frame.
Isn't that so cute?
Yeah. Can I tell what he said to me?
Yes, please. I was hoping you would. This is like the best, cutest story.
So we're walked to a park, and for 3 hours we're flipping over logs and rocks, looking and successfully catching frogs and lizards. And then we got back to the house, and he takes this giant deep breath and sighs happily and says, "I just love home air." All we had done was like cross like the fence line, and he's like, "Every time I get home, Dad, I just like to take a big breath of home air because it makes me remember that I'm home." And it was just such a sweet thing. And then he goes, "You want to lay in the grass with me for a minute?" And I thought it was the best idea ever. And I just laid down right there with him in the grass. And we just stared at the clouds.
But then what?
And then he goes, "I'm just going to close my eyes for a little bit." He put his hands behind, like the classic hands behind your head. He goes, "I'm just going to close my eyes for a minute." Okay, and then immediately got up and was like on to the next adventure.
The way you told that story last night was so funny.
Yeah,
like it was like a
it
2 second. No, you tell it great, but it's 2 seconds on the floor. Like not even 2 seconds. It's so Flynn to have like this sweet, adorable, perfect moment, and then just be like,
attention span from you. Yeah,
I know. Sorry.
I have a game that I would like to play with you. Surprise! I just forgot to do this year, but the Oscars, who cares? But the Oscars, are people still going to the movies? Anyways, it was a couple weeks ago.
Very nice to meet you. I like to hear about sex change operation.
Woman to man.
Penis to vagina.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say there's, for some reason, they moved it from 5 to 10. They nominate 10 films for Best Picture of the Year at the Oscars. These are this year's 10 movies. And I want you, from hearing the title, to give me the plot, like the elevator pitch. On like Google, they call it the overview. It's just a sentence or two.
They nominate 10? I thought it was like 5 per category.
They do 10 now.
Wow.
Yeah. Someone's making this. There's a money deal going on there. Anyways, so I'm going to name the film, and then you're going to give me the plot in 1 or 2 sentences, okay?
Okay.
And the first one you were just singing a song from, Emilia Perez.
I think it's like a drug person who like sells drugs or something. And that person wants to leave the drug business and also is a trans woman and wants to transition. And so she hires a lawyer to help her get the sex change operation or something.
Judges? They're saying yes. They're saying yes.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I've like heard bits and pieces of it.
You win the game if you get 6 points, because that's better. That's better than halfway to 10 because there's 10 films. Okay.
Okay.
You got 1 point.
Okay.
All right. Next movie. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
A complete unknown.
A complete unknown. It's about 4 best friends, and they.
Are you taking this game seriously? Are you really? This is how much Colleen knows movies. Are you actually trying?
Yes. Do you want me to just say I don't know?
No, you're not just joking. No,
Do you want me to say I don't know?
No, I want you to do what you're doing.
Well, then now I know that's not correct. So
okay, so try again.
I don't know.
A complete unknown.
I don't know.
No, try. You have to give me 2 sentences.
Man who goes to a place he's never been before and it's unknown to him.
Judges, no, sorry. It's the one about Bob Dylan. We had literally watched it 2 nights ago.
How was it?
It's good.
Good.
That little Chalamet can really act.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
He's pretty good. I liked it. I like biopics. I like origin stories. Biopics, some people say.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved Bob Dylan for a period of time.
Not anymore, though.
No, still, but like I've heard it's all so much. When I drove across the country from Connecticut to LA, I listened it was like one of 2 CDs. Yes, CDs I had in my car.
God.
That's how long ago that was. Conclave.
A cavity that just collapsed in a woman's mouth, and it's very painful. I don't know. It sounds like a dentist would say the tooth is starting to conclave.
Okay.
So I think it has something to do with teeth.
That's what you're going with.
Yeah, that's what I thought of when
I'm
you
not
said
even
the
going to
word.
have to look to the
I'm
judges
just
for
going
this
with my
one.
gut instinct on
You
these.
are wrong.
Okay.
Conclave, nominated for Best Picture. 93% on Rotten Tomatoes is about a cardinal who a cardinal who's participating in the secret events about how they select a pope at the Vatican.
A bird?
I said bird?
Cardinal? Isn't that a bird?
Sure, but it's also a position, I believe, within the Catholic Church.
Oh, I only know of it as a bird. Is it a sports
What?
team?
Don't you know religions? You're
Don't I know religions? Yes.
It is, yeah. The what Cardinals? It's easy for you because there's 2. I'll take either. And
What Cardinals?
Yeah, if you can name the city the Cardinals, the sports team is from, and there's 2, so that kind of helps. I will give you the point for this movie, even though you had no idea what it was or about. And this game is boring the shiz out of you as
New
you yawn.
Orleans?
No. If you just said one starts with an S and one starts with an A.
Appalachia.
You could say Arizona.
And Sin City.
Sin City. Okay. St. Louis. Anyways. Nickel Boys. What's the movie Nickel Boys about?
It's the prequel to Newsies.
Nope.
What is it?
It's young men in the Jim Crow South in a brutal reformatory. Oof. Yeah, and they try to survive it. Apparently it's shot like really coolly too. I really want to see that one. I have not.
Like coolly? Is that a word?
Coolly. Yeah, it's shot really well. Interestingly, I don't know. That's not
a
word
coolly.
Either. It's coolly.
Interestingly, I think might be. I don't know. I'm not a TikTok person.
I saw a TikTok. Look at me. It sounded like you. That made me laugh so hard because it was this guy talking about how mad he was that we call 11 11 and not 1E1 because there's 21.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? 33, 44, 55.
1E1 would be so much
But when it's 11, we say 11 instead of 1E1.
Yeah, 1E1 is so much cuter. Huh? Yeah, it's such a miss.
Whoever came up with the number 11.
Although it wouldn't be as good in Stranger Things if her name was 1E1. I feel like it might ruin some moments if, you know.
Uh-huh. Sorry, I was reading the next thing and stopped listening to you. Tell me again.
Never mind. Go ahead. Next one.
I'm Still Here.
Great song. I'm Still Here. From, I think, Follies.
From Follies?
Sondheim, yeah.
Oh, no.
What is it?
Foreign language film.
You don't know that song?
A woman in Brazil is looking for a missing husband. It's based on a true story. He was like kidnapped by the government.
Good times and all
know.
and my dear, but I'm here.
I don't know that one, love.
Is that the same song? Oh, my brain's not working today.
I gotta move through these faster. Sorry. I screenshot it and I cut off the freaking names of the movies. That's crazy, man. The Substance.
Drugs. It's all about drugs. Just drugs.
You have no idea what The Substance is, even in pop culture works.
A lot of people isn't that a drug?
A lot of people talked about. Sure, it is. You know what? Maybe I could give you the point for this one.
Okay.
It's about a drug that does what?
Makes you hallucinate crazy shit.
No, in this Best Picture nominated film, it makes Demi Moore younger for the standards of Hollywood. You didn't hear about this movie?
No.
Dune Part 2.
It's the second part of Dune Part 1, which is about the sand dunes.
I think we give you that point. Yeah.
Why am I thinking? Which one? I thought Dune
It's
was a
about
Shia
sand dunes?
LaBeouf movie.
What? Holes?
Yeah.
You thought Dune was
That's
holes?
what I was thinking of. I got them mixed.
I just have to. Yeah, no, I could read
Is
you.
Dune's a superhero movie?
No, it's like a fantasy movie. It's a really famous book. They made the movie in like the late 80s, I believe, is when they made it. And then, they're a really good director, really good cast. Timothée Chalamet again.
Oh, wow.
It's about Paul Atreides unites with Chani and the Fremen while seeking revenge against the conspirators who destroyed his family.
Mm.
It's like aliens stuff. It's real cool. I
love
love
it.
Dune 2.
Wicked wasn't nominated for Best Picture?
Next movie is Wicked. What's Wicked about?
I mean, come on. How long do you got?
The Brutalist.
Oh, the men who beat each other up. Yeah.
No, you're wrong.
That's
there.
movies to me.
That's the one with Adrian Brody. You know who Adrian Brody is?
No.
He won Best Actor for it. You don't even know.
Good. I'm
Yeah.
proud of him. That's great. I'm sure he was great in it.
I'm sure he was too. And then the winner for Best Picture, Anora. What's Anora about?
A woman who sailed the ocean blue. I don't know.
She's a sailor?
I don't know. What's it about? Sounds like a princess.
I did watch this one. I did love it. I'm happy that it won Best Picture because it's like good. It's like an independent movie and it's really well acted, really well shot and directed. And it's a director-writer. This guy, it's really nice. It's about a young woman from Brooklyn gets her chance at a Cinderella story when she meets and marries the son of an oligarch.
Okay.
She's like a stripper who meets a young Russian oligarch in a strip club in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
Cool. Movies.
And you did not win that game. Do you want?
I never do.
Do you want to try and redeem yourself with the second game about people acting in things?
What does that mean?
If I quiz you about the IMDb star meter top 5 people,
Well, no. I
You
mean,
know
I'm not
who they
gonna,
are.
I won't know who any of them are.
yeah, you've already lost that
But
game.
I mean, I
in
will
my
never
mind.
know who any of them are.
Because you're not watching White Lotus
No.
and you're not watching Severance.
No. I don't have time.
Come on.
I don't have time. If
Those
I
are
have
good
time to
shows.
sit for an hour and watch something, I'm going to edit or make a craft.
Kind of games for me?
Well, the only like game, it's not really game thing that I can think of is something I did on SAS with Rachel where there's like this grid thing that's like it's a trend where you like say how you see another person. So and which you know is my favorite thing. Like what type
you
of
love stuff like that.
season are you? What type of whatever. So we could do that. You're supposed to like do it ahead of time and like find pictures of the other person or whatever. But
Okay.
I am curious what you would answer for yourself and for me on this grid.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to do that or would you rather do something else?
Sure, it sounds great, love.
Okay.
Okay.
So these are the things. There's like animal, a place, plant, movie, season, hobby, color, outfit, and food. We don't have to
Okay.
do them all if you don't want to since we
These,
didn't plan this ahead of time.
I feel like these is going to be hard to think of on the fly, but I'll give it a shot. But
Do you
why
wanna-
don't you start?
So you do it for you. You're more interesting than me.
What do you mean?
So
I'm
like,
not more
yeah,
interested
well,
than
you say what you think you would be.
I can't do it. Say it about myself.
You gotta.
What animal would I be?
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't know.
You'd be a dog that you would get
dog.
at a humane society that's like a mutt of all of the things.
Okay.
Like a scrappy, sweet
Sweet
dog.
little
Or
sweetie mutt.
mhm,
Okay.
that's what I think.
Yeah.
Or what else would you be? Yeah, I think that. What do you think you would be?
I would say that. It's hard to like say other
Yeah.
animals than like a dog, I feel.
What would I be then?
Like a hairless cat.
Hairless.
Yeah. Just like,
Why hairless?
I don't know.
All right.
You don't have like you're always shaven.
What? Okay, place. What would you call yourself for a place?
A place?
Mhm.
What would I call myself for a place?
Yeah, like a place that is Erik Stockland.
Like a waiting room outside of a therapist office, a campsite.
You, to me, you're not a place that exists.
Store, an antiques. Yeah, I don't know.
You, in my mind, you are something that doesn't exist in real life. It's the woods, like a Vancouver-y woods, Big Sur woods, but you're like taking a big breath and you're like, the fresh air. But then when you turn around, you're in like a Bloomingdale's.
A Bloomingdale's, whoa.
Like you're in the woods, but like, you're actually like kind of shopping a little bit.
They have stores that are in between that. Yeah. Okay.
No, but like you're literally in it. So it's like you think it's like a dream almost. Like
It's like
you're
a Bloomingdale's,
in the woods,
but with trees.
But then you blink. No,
you
like
can,
you're
camp
in the
there?
woods for real. And then you blink, you're like, oh, I'm in a Bloomies. Like it's a dream. It's not a real place.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not thinking, you're
You're thinking of REI.
Who's that?
This is a store.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I know. You're talking about that camping store.
That's what I would say.
You are not that camping store.
Okay.
You're not.
You're very confident. Okay.
You're not. Plant. You're
well,
succulent.
where are you? What are you?
Hello.
What place are you?
What place am I? The garbage?
Like a dump. Okay.
What are you? For plants, you're a succulent.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
yeah.
What else would you be?
I relate to this plant too. It's not really well lit and far behind you, but it's like a paddle leaf fig plant. Those things are really hard to care for. I just bought fertilizer for it. It doesn't look too happy at me though. But yeah, I would say like some sort of like cactus succulent type deal.
For sure.
Aloe.
Movie, I'm not going to be able to answer this one about you because...
What plant are you?
Fake one.
Yeah. Fake plants from Michael's. That's you.
I mean, that says that I'm like a fake... That says like I'm a fake person.
No, not
That's
that you're
not what
fake.
I mean.
It's just like this is...
I just like...
It's just you.
I can't rely on like...
Sunlight?
Sunlight and like sustenance to like survive.
Right.
You know, like maybe like a Venus flytrap or something that you don't need
You're
light.
drinking more water these days though, so that's good. Venus flytrap?
I don't know. What's a plant that like you don't even have to look at it and somehow it lives? A weed?
Sturdy
I'm
oak.
a weed.
Okay.
I don't know. I would say I'm a fake plant, like when you get the plastic plants.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because like, I don't know. I don't know why. That just feels like my vibe. Because they're in a craft store and that's where I want to be.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
Movie, I can't answer that for you. I have no idea because I don't know movies. So I can't think of that one.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Sure. Season, you are fall.
Give me
winter.
fall. Give me fall all day, every day.
You are so not spring and you are so not summer.
But here's the thing. It's about to be spring. It's like springing a little bit where we live.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm into it. I'm very happy about spring.
Yeah, me too. But
you feel like you're spring.
If you think that, it's however you view me. There's no right answer. It's like whatever you view me as.
No, maybe you're winter because you love Christmas so much.
Yeah, but Christmas is different than winter, don't you think? Like,
no, what?
There's
No.
like Christmas season, but then there's winter. Like,
I think that's a
when someone
California
says-
thing because you're a California kid. For me, at Christmas, I associate with winter because it's always cold on Christmas and it's winter and it's
Sure.
Yeah.
But I would never say that I'm a winter. But like, I'd say spring fits my personality more. Usually, maybe not recently, but maybe now that I'm a lucky charm.
April showers.
Maybe now that I'm a lucky charm, I'll be more springy.
Yeah, maybe.
But you're definitely a fall, I would say, or winter.
Uh-huh.
Hobby, like something with wood for you, like
Hobby?
You know? Yeah, you are like, woodsy.
Yeah,
woods.
I've done some wood stuff lately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting some wood in.
And color,
Pause. I made a bench.
Did you say pause?
Yeah.
Why'd you say pause?
Sometimes when people say something that can be conceived as sexual, they say pause after when they didn't mean it that way.
What?
That's something people are doing these days.
I'm so out of the loop.
So I said, I got some wood in. And then I said pause because I didn't mean it in a sexual way. Is that
like the new version of That's What She Said?
I can't see how that would be the same thing.
Well, you said it's like something sexual.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's the new version of That's What She Said. She said.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. Color, you'd be brown. For sure, you're brown. Maroon,
not
brown.
hazel?
You are absolutely not hazel. You're not any bright color or like...
We've talked about this before on my driver's license for my eye color. It says hazel because like
it does?
apparently I was having a mental breakdown when I filled that out 20 years ago or whatever. It does, love. Sometimes it's not just brown. There's like, it starts brown and then it goes to like a lighter something brown.
Yeah, brown goes to brown.
So I thought that was hazel, I guess. I had a hard time having brown eyes. I feel like.
I'm sorry.
It was something that was hard for me growing up.
Well, our kids all have colorful eyes.
They do for some reason.
Flynn's eyes really do change depending on what he's like wearing. Like if he's wearing a green shirt, they look green. If he's wearing a blue shirt, they look blue. If he's wearing like a purple shirt, they look purplish gray. Like his eyes change color.
So blue when he was a baby.
I know. Well, today he was wearing a green shirt and I was like, your eyes look so green today.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that is so cool that your eyes can change color. You're like a chameleon, like a cuttlefish, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I don't want them to be green. I want them to be blue. And in my head, I was like, are you insane?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't say this obviously to him. I was like, oh, okay. But like in my head, I was like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
I have brown eyes. How I would have killed to have eyes that changed from green to blue to purple to gray, whatever color I was wearing, they changed. Like,
yeah, it's your eyes. And it's like, I feel like it's like the bottom of the totem pole of eyes is brown. You know what I mean? In society. But I feel like brown eyes can be really pretty. Your eyes are gorgeous.
Yours is eyes?
Yours eyes is gorgeous.
So pretty. I love your eyes. I think they're very beautiful brown.
No.
Anyway, the other ones are outfit and food. Outfit, for you, I'd have no idea. I'd say like a shirt with holes in it that costs a lot of money, and pants. I don't know clothes very
Yours would
much.
be an oversized crew neck sweatshirt and yoga pants. That's what you're wearing right now.
Mm-hmm. And food, you are a sausage.
I bought sausage today
Of
just to make you mad.
Did.
You're so mad. Colleen gets so mad at the idea of sausage as something anyone would eat.
At it. It's just like I don't think
I got a mild Italian sausage.
I just don't like it very much. Like I like some kinds of sausage, but like
breakfast sausage. I feel like you like.
I like your sausage. Hell, pause.
That's what she said.
No, but I don't know. I don't think I like it very much.
You can't use it. You can't use the pause thing when you are overtly making something. You know, it has to be by accident.
I don't get it, but I appreciate it.
I think. I don't know.
Okay. Well, that was so fun. Fun game, huh?
Yeah.
What food would I be?
What food would you be?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be an Eggs Benedict.
No, you would not.
A croque monsieur?
No.
Come
You'd be
on.
avocado toast.
Give me like a good breakfast thing.
Avocado toast.
BLT on a croissant?
No.
We never talked about this. I surprised you with a breakfast sandwich yesterday morning.
You did.
Scarfed it.
Yeah.
And because I went back and I saw the plate was empty.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
It was great. Thank you so much. It was very, very yummy. I had a moment of like, when I saw it, because I thought it was so sweet of you to make me breakfast. And it was very delicious. Thank you so much.
Breakfast in bed.
It was so lovely. But I had ordered some groceries late the night before,
Mm-hmm.
that arrived in the morning. And some of the stuff that I had got was for my brother Christopher's birthday. And so one of the main things I wanted to give him for his birthday.
Was it eggs?
No. Was when he really likes this like cookie thing that I made when they were staying with us for a while, where it was like I would take cookie dough and I'd put it inside croissants and then I would bake it. And
I
like,
didn't use
like
your croissants. I
know you
croissants.
didn't. No, I know you didn't.
I had gotten my own croissants.
I know you did.
Why did you go to hold my hand?
Because I know you did. Because I went down and I saw the croissants there.
But you were like, oh, those are.
I went, because I was like, oh my God, he's so sweet that he made me this. But also that was my present to my brother.
Nope,
and I like had a panicked moment and I was like, oh no. But I also was like, it's delicious, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But why would you ever think that I would gift croissants to someone? So
yeah, I wouldn't have assumed that. I just would have assumed
wouldn't.
that like sometimes you order croissants or get croissants because you like them. You would be a cookie.
Thank you.
Chocolate chip.
I want cookies.
With M&Ms.
Well, I love you. I love my delicious breakfast in bed. You're so the sweetest.
You're welcome.
And Erik also recently went and picked a bunch of flowers with the twins and brought them to me. And it was very cute, very sweet.
I'm just a sweetie.
You are. You're the bestest in the world. I love you. But yeah, we got to go because our babysitters.
Our childcare.
Leaving. So we got to go find some
ended.
bugs because that's the new thing again. We went from trucks to truck of the day to bugs to ocean creatures, ocean animals, cuttlefish, like obscure ocean animals, which has been so fun. And now it's really taking a U-turn.
Back to bugs, but also
bugs
including
hardcore.
lizards and frogs.
Yeah. So we are back to bugs at this house, which I love how passionate my child is about bugs. I love my kids being passionate about anything.
Back to
But I was
bugs.
real excited to get out of the bug phase and into the ocean phase.
Nope.
So I'm a little bit like, oh, but remember octopus?
Yeah.
Remember?
He still says
the cuttlefish are
cuttlefish
so
is his
great.
favorite.
Let's look at crabs.
We went crabbing this weekend.
Yeah, I know, but he's still like, I mean, he is so into bugs right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and I support. This is not me saying no. I'm literally wearing a bug shirt right now. I'm very supportive of his
You are.
bug loving, but I think it's your fault that he's back into bugs. You got him the freaking cockroach.
I got it for him because he was so into bugs at that point that he was making little
Enclosures.
bug
he calls
enclosures constantly out of like old pickle jars and cottage cheese
Yeah.
containers. And so I was just like, oh, I'll get him like a reptile aquarium starter kit, but we'll make this nice bug enclosure for whatever he catches around the yard so we can look at them for an hour before releasing them. And then, we have already apologized for getting the cockroaches.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. And we will see you next week. Oh, make sure to leave comments. I didn't read comments today. So leave us lots of lovely comments so we can read them next week. Thanks, guys. See you later.
Bye.